If you ever wondered, did I set my alarm to wake me up early tomorrow for that important day? There's a way to show your current alarm clock on your lock screen that most people overlook. Tap and hold on your lock screen and tap Customize. Tap the Add Widgets box. Scroll down the list and select Clock. Then swipe all the way over to the next alarm and tap to drop it in. Tap the X, then tap Done in the top right corner. Now whenever you want to set or manage an alarm, it's available with a single tap from your lock screen. It's the perfect way to absolutely know at a glance that you set your alarm. Whenever you're browsing a lengthy article in Safari and need to save the entire document for offline reading, there's no need to take multiple screenshots and fill up your camera roll. You can export the whole website as a PDF in just a few taps. Open Safari and go to any web page. Start by taking just one screenshot, but immediately tap the preview thumbnail in the corner for more options. Look at the very top of the screen. You'll see two options, Screen and Full Page. Tap Full Page. From here, you can tap the check mark in the top right corner for more options. You can save it as a PDF document directly to your Files app, or tap out of that and tap the Share icon, and now you can choose to text or email a clean, high-quality PDF to someone. If these tips are helping you, click that like button. It helps others see this video too. In Safari, copying and pasting multiple links between apps is way more tedious than it needs to be. iOS handles multi-touch drag and drop across apps seamlessly once you get the rhythm down. When I was researching hotels for an upcoming vacation, I used to copy a URL, switch over to my Notes app, paste it, and repeat the process. It took forever. Here's a much faster way. Find the link or URL bar at the bottom of Safari. Tap and hold the URL with one finger, then slide it slightly until it lifts off the screen, and use a second finger to swipe up from the bottom of your screen to open your notes, and then drop the link right into your document. Even better, if you're reading an article with embedded hyperlinks, you don't even need the address bar. Just tap and hold any link directly inside the article text. Then tap Other Links to collect them, then bounce over to your Notes app and tap to drop them all in. If you travel frequently or deal with international clients, changing back and forth with your temperature units inside iOS settings can be a hassle. But the Weather app actually has an instant toggle right inside the main view. I recently went on a flight to the UK, and I needed to check the local UK forecasts in Celsius without messing up my default Fahrenheit settings for back home. Here's how I did it. Open the Weather app, tap the list icon in the bottom right corner to view your saved locations. Look up at the top right corner and tap the ellipsis icon, the three dots. In this menu, you'll see a direct toggle between Fahrenheit and Celsius. Tapping either one instantly converts every city on your list without sending you into the Global Settings app. It's a real convenient way to check the temperatures. If you write emails, texts, or notes on your iPhone and find yourself using the same word 3 times in a row, did you know that your iPhone actually has a built-in Thesaurus that's available system-wide? However, it's turned off by default. There's no need to download a third-party app full of ads just to get a quick synonym. To enable it, open Settings, General, then select Dictionary. Scroll down until you see the one that you prefer for your country. For me, it's English, Oxford American Writers Thesaurus, and tap it to download. Once the check mark appears next to it, you're good to go. Now whenever you're typing anywhere in iOS, highlight any word, tap the pop-up menu and select Lookup. In my example, you'll see Thesaurus is the first in the list. Tap it and you'll see a full list of synonyms. This is a super handy feature. If you live in a walkable city and rely on public transportation or even cycle, then you've noticed that Apple Maps defaults to driving directions first. You can override this permanently so you don't have to manually switch between modes every time you search for directions. To change your default, go to Settings, Apps, Maps. Under the section labeled Preferred Type of Travel, you'll see a choice for driving, walking, transit, or cycling. Select whichever mode fits your daily life. The next time you tap directions to any point of interest in Apple Maps, it will instantly generate route times for your preferred travel style first. For scheduling, project management, or work planning, tracking things by week numbers, like week 14 or week 32, is standard, but the Apple Calendar app hides week numbers by default. Adding them only takes seconds and makes long-term planning much easier. Open Settings, Apps, Calendar, look for week numbers, and toggle it on. Now when you return to your Calendar app and open the month-by-month view, you'll notice a subtle, clean column running down the left side, showing the exact number of the year alongside your daily grid. In the Calendar app, let's talk about the week view layout. By default in North America, iOS starts your calendar week on Sunday. But if you view your life in terms of your work week versus your weekend, you can change your calendar grid to start on Monday, or any day that works for your routine. To adjust this, go to Settings, Apps, Calendar, and select Start Week On. Choose Monday or whatever day makes the most sense for your lifestyle. And when you open your calendar, your chosen start day is right where you want it. Here's a hardware hack that completely transforms air travel if you use AirPods or wireless noise-canceling headphones. When you get on a plane, the seatback in-flight entertainment screen requires a wired headphone jack. Most people end up using those cheap, uncomfortable wired earbuds the airline hands out, with no noise cancellation, so you still hear the engine roar. To fix this, grab a small device called an AirFly. It's featured in my Amazon store link in the description. It's a tiny Bluetooth transmitter that plugs straight into the audio jack on the airplane seat. You put your AirPods into pairing mode, and it connects directly to your wireless headphones, or AirPods. I used this on a cross-country flight recently, and being able to watch a movie with my noise cancellation AirPods was a complete game changer. Before we get into the life lesson, a quick shout out to all the subscribers. I really appreciate you, and I really enjoy reading your comments. Thanks so much. If you're not a subscriber, it's free to do. Earlier in the video, we talked about setting your calendar week to start on the day that actually works best for you, rather than accepting the default setting that Apple gives you. It's easy to live your life on default settings, following routines, schedules, and expectations, simply because that's how they were handed to us. But just like your iPhone, your time and your life are completely customizable. Don't be afraid to change things, such as the start day of your week. The point is to clear out the friction and adjust the surroundings to how you actually operate. Control your defaults, so your defaults don't end up controlling you. This is Mike with Easy and Simple, where I cover weekly iPhone tips. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.